It's only a tap, but it's ambitious.
Ah, what's happening?
The Goliath of a performance need.
Oh, and that second. Gun
Fabinho falling back, picking them off as he does. He's making it.
Man, the bean's on fire today, bro.
He's on 100.
Once more, once more. Hello, my friend, Valorant Mundi here, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will enjoy the best plays and moments on VCT EMEA Stage 2. Between the super team fighting to qualify as Seed 1 in playoffs, Team Heretics versus another Spanish organization playing their last game in the year, Koi. They have been playing good Valorant recently, but now they will face the boss of the region. And this game, my friends, will be insane.
Side of Heretics, the pressure's off.
Yeah, man. And they have been playing good Valorant, bro. Not gonna lie.
Coming in, sure, they're fighting.
They show good performances.
Well, there's some iteration.
And now without pressure, dangerous team, man. But Heretics, the favorites.
Unleashed Team Heretics could be a scary sight to witness already. Two opening picks, Fabinho down low, and this post plant not looking as strong as it was.
Yo, this is the last game of Koi, and they didn't let Shadows play Reyna.
He's the first man, right up close, just spotting them actually, baiting out the crosshair. Fabinho, who stepped in for three. Oh, they're gonna wish they didn't take that fight now. Still a chance for Koi, and extended with BENJYFISHY down.
leaves it on to just Rians, and there's
okay
for him in that final post-plant moment. Rians, with absolutely everything to do, has done a good job of at least slowing them down, making things a little bit more awkward, and he's even going to deny the plant.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, players have to push through this choke point now. Crash even going to be used to clear the closer corners, get them that bit closer.
Man, do they start on fire, bro?
An overextension shut down and put to bed. Fabinho with another 3K. That's now given them some real life in round number 3. I don't know if Shadow can retrieve a rifle. I think he can. And he has. He's got himself a Guardian. So now they're armed to the teeth and ready for this 1 versus 2. Spike planted in a good spot.
It's been a while since I see this Phantom, man. Not gonna lie, I like it.
For this duel, and Rians is burning time, having to clear so many of these close ratty angles.
Like he was waiting for the dart. It just about gets online, but it hasn't really helped him. He knows a peak will be coming, spots Fabinho, but still doesn't know where that second player is going to be. And Shadow is just waiting for that stick to come through.
3-0.
Fabinho being the opening pick, you lose.
Shadows, man, he's playing good Valorant, bro. That makes me happy.
I'm curious to see how Koi actually approached this, especially with the off-bim play.
That was nice.
But Boo does well, his second in the round, and a big conversion. That Blade Storm was causing them problems, but now Shadow down below.
Shadow is another player now that he changed crosshair, bro. Not gonna lie.
For just a moment, but he's recovered some of his abilities.
Dude was like Rocket Lee, man, using the weight.
I'm actually so angry this guy hasn't been using a dot crosshair for years. Why was he using that ugly
guys, listen to me, bro.
All of that time? And now he's just hitting headies. Nonetheless, Benji's still standing. Shadow trying to do it.
That's
all.
crazy, man. What's happening here, man?
A little bit close.
That's the only weak weapon that they have is the Frenzy, but with 5 blades flying your way, I don't think that Frenzy will get much time.
It's almost padding the gap of their weak economy. That's the problem right now. Good flash, going to make things a little more awkward. A lot of damage done onto Shadow, but it's still camo again. Trade back.
One eye forward.
He was actually up behind them, but has opted to fall back just in case, and there isn't going to be a plant just yet. This means that it has to be a little bit more aggressive in the stance. WO0T, though, is looking to try and find something over the top. That's one of the main problems with this pit, is you need someone watching from behind.
This skin is nice too.
That will be Shados.
You've seen Shadows, yeah, I have to go back and cover it. I think it's
the sound is pretty good.
Earlier, so alarm bots down.
This one is not. This one is bad, bro.
And the brakes are pumped as they creep forward in this Viper's pit. The problem is, it doesn't cover that much of sight. There's a good chance you're getting spammed down as soon as you try it. Shadow's the one with the spike. He has 8 HP. It's only a tap, but it's ambitious.
Ah, what's happening?
He's still
what was that, man?
Breath for longer than he should have. A chance for
He had mercy.
3 versus 3, but the kills start to come in. The spike
WO0T is a kind man, bro.
Too strong. There's so little ground covered by it, but a chance for Shadow.
No time.
And Benji's just hiding away.
WO0T decided to give them a chance, man, but
And that is a tough lost for Koi. Next time Shadow loses his crosshair.
Loses it. Just drops it. It's in the snow somewhere. I can't find it.
Oh, nice pick. Well, Benji might have survived the last round, but he's the first one down in this. That's the utility down and an ability for Grabinho to sneak his way through. He's right past him, and he's going to want to forget about that.
Yeah, you know that one's going in the replay. I see you, EVS team. Already. Rians at least brings the advantage back a little bit of post plant from this position. Oh yeah, they're going to try and deny. Actually, he's tagged Camo. If he can get this hit, it would be nice because again, there's still a man down. KO ult available. Also got the Thrash. Like this post plant's going to be tough.
The drones use him from so far back as well. You're really not getting a lot of information, but it's a good thing. Null command comes out from Starzo. No more abilities for Team Heretics. In goes Thrash. It's caught. That's it. Done and dusted in the ground. Our Team Heretics.
It's him, man. It's Shadows, bro.
For why there's 5 on the board for Koi now. An impressive round out of the Killjoy. Starting with that just wide swing out on mid.
He was so good, man.
I think that's the big
And he's really good right now.
But they're going to have nothing to play with. The only person who could really invest anything into this round is going to be Benji.
He's back, bro. Dude is back, man.
Sheriff and some light shields, so
Never change crosshair again, bro.
position. Like, you only have one player survive.
Timeout.
Set up to start this out, and it's bought them the space to plant. The only problem is the flank coming through. 3 players stacked up, but look at Koi. They've sent 4 players back. Anything Heretics can do, they can do better, and they've got the numbers, they've got the weapons. They just don't have the info on WO0T up close. A chance for him, but a Goliath of a performance needed.
Oh, he's going to get that second. Gun retrieve.
Oh my god, yo, this kid, bro. He wants more, he wants more.
It's a little bit worrying. It would have to be
And Camo, playing good Valorant too, bro.
Time is ticking against him as well, so he needs to get a move on. A player in the
Eyes on Camo.
corner at this point of the round
Camo.
might not be expected, and Starzo will put an end to...
They can still come out of this with the beauty in their hands. WO0T, he's spotted in the corner, and what a shot that was. Straight down and out of the round, and Heretics under pressure. The lockdown is going to send them back to the spawn, and they're forced into a retake. Luckily, they have a lockdown of their own.
I don't think the util has connected. The fragment didn't land where it needed to, so they're not going to destroy it. Luckily, it doesn't seem to matter. Miniboo's already won that initial fight. They have a lockdown of their own available, which will force these players back or force them forward. Shadow's going to go for the fight with the operator. Now, there should be a res unless someone's going to try and stick around. And in fact, 2 players are currently trying to stick around. They're almost guaranteed to get detained. This is an interesting strategy because now they can walk back into this site. The first one's free. Starzo had no chance. The second one's free as well. This is one of the weirdest rounds I've seen in a long, long time. I assumed there was some sort of plan here.
Yo, that round that WO0T give to them, they're paying back, bro.
In a 1 versus 4,
Good guys, Koi. Good guys, Koi.
From the side of Koi.
Timeout.
And yet to really clear out any of the players within the site.
Heretics has the red.
Camo
Oh
leading the
my
charge
god,
again.
man. Yo, this kid is
So
playing
for those
good, bro.
entries. Another comes up for Grabinho, and as you can see, that Thrash has been rehashed. And at
This
the back
Koi
of the
team,
site,
man.
this
I would
player
keep this roster, not gonna lie. I wouldn't change anything.
deal with him. Rians will live
The
to
improvement that they show,
and that might be
deserve
something
it.
they regret. 2 quick kills. Camo needs to hit the shot, and he does, but the trade is immediate. And now Starzo, post plant, does have himself a molly, but for now needs to take the fight. And well, they detain Rians 15 seconds ago. Ready, swapping him. Oh, it's only a head that's shown, but Miniboo doesn't miss those.
man, that's nice, dude.
Duelist that can also play a KO.
Yeah, this
Now
team,
an
man.
opening pick already going in the other
These young
direction.
players, bro,
Try and
they
back towards this
they can do
exit, you
anything, man.
see the man they're going to have to face is WO0T with the Blade Storm.
I just feel like the players from EMEA, they're more disciplined. You know, like in Brazil, you have talents,
Coming towards the end of the half.
but zero discipline, bro.
7 and 10 with some opportunities.
North America,
This man's not going to stay there quiet for too much longer. And here's his chance. Reveal. It's gone up.
Some
and
of
in.
them.
Although it's
Some of
not
them.
Needed. WO0T's already down. Traded out in the 1-for-1 fight, but that's enough. When you're 4 versus 3, when you've got a Hunter's Fury,
they got better, man. They got way better in the
you
aspects.
back in can cause a lot of problems pushing the ace.
In CS, I always just think like they try to play to be stars instead of play for the thing.
And I think in just a moment,
But now things are
I'm gonna see,
different.
will we get the Hunter's Fury off tap? We will. Yeah.
Well, unfortunate for little bro. He's not going to live to tell the tale, and even a tag onto Camo, which more importantly reveals his position. Having that little corner can be something that isn't cleared. Shock dart not far away. He's left on just 45 HP, but he will still be standing. Shadow going to go aggressive. And again, these trades from Heretics are always so quick. They don't allow for anyone to really get away with anything.
That's nice.
Up into a Shados. Now it's left on Taboo, and he won't let
Look
the
at this
shot
thing,
after.
man. 7-5.
What is this, a Cypher camp? But yeah, for the side of Koi, defensively, they have that bit of control on mid. Now they go back out to clear it out. It's wide open, and they've realized why. It was a full play into the A site, plant down, Team Heretics leave Miniboo on site, leave WO0T up close. These are the guys you want to take those scrappy fights. Boo's there. In fact, they're all grouping up. They're getting ready to take this one as a team. Nade primed and ready, but caught with it in hand. That's 3 kills for the side of Koi, and they're right back into the retake.
Oh, Benji. He's up close, he's dead. There's no way you get out of that one alive, and he's even going to shoot the low bar. He's not going to get it. The fuse will come through, but I don't think it mattered too much. Aggressive A play.
6-9, my friends. You know what that means, right?
Very much
3 rounds difference.
Initial fight at least. Already claimed control over
Shadow with trash.
goes through, and that means they're going to keep on going, taking all that space towards the site.
It's going to be a 5v5 retake.
Retake setup. Like there's already all 5 players outside of the site. Only goal is to delay. They're going to have themselves the mollies to try and slow that down as much as possible, and this is where Thrash will go in.
Now with 2 players down below, that's a big danger. Already caught one, but there's plenty.
Look at him, man. Look at him, bro.
Support, it's awkward, and it ends up with Koi having a big advantage to work around. No spike plan.
I'm telling you, man, this Koi team, bro. It's a different team, bro.
Just like Boo did. Doesn't look like he'll fall just yet. These players tucked in, ready to swing on the contact, on the push forward.
But it's Benji, 1v2.
Space. 50 seconds left. He could run back if he wanted to.
Oh, who knows? Who knows?
There it is.
It was a bait. It was a bait. Thank you, 6.
Timeout. You should run.
Lockdown. Yeah. Okay. All right. There it is. Fake lockdown put into play. This is to cause problems. To get the lockdown on the other
this is
side,
good,
but there it
Shadow.
is. 2 players
Got the
spawn.
info.
Information.
Rotation's coming.
Being committed to, and the peek out.
Stop the plant.
It's a nice one from Camo, but he missed
They
it.
played that right, man.
Just barely allowing Benji.
That's how you do it, by the way.
The needle, get back towards his teammates. Fight on site. Sees Shadow tucked up. He can't get involved in these duels much as he wants to. The plant's being conceded, and the wall will cover the fallback.
I think maybe they were hoping that that lockdown might be available here. Committed as a counter to the opponent. Now they have to try and just fight this one without those extra ultimates. Shados not able to land that shot. In the passive positions, though, he does get one eventually. Re-ends with a trade again, but it is Koi coming out on top here. That time is ticking, though, and a lot of low...
One thing needs to be said, man. Heretics are not showing the same level of dominance that they used to, man.
Are gonna get themselves a
Map point. But this is Koi map pick. Next map is Bind, and then Decider, the map that I want to see, Haven.
Past an angle that they'd already cleared. This time,
The only issue that I have is I cannot put on the title or thumbnail that Haven is back, because we will spoil the result, man.
Fantastic. The updraft actually saves WO0T, and well, he lives to fight another day. Benji, while this has been going on, is trying to make a play through middle, but
I wish I could, man. I wish I could.
I like the reaction from Heretics.
Tell me in the comments if I can.
Realize that Grabinho has pushed B.
Would you mind?
Got contact. All 3 players are sprinting back. They're looking to take this fight, to isolate the player who got aggressive. I'm at the push up now by Benji, having made it through the kitchen. There's nowhere to go. You see Grabinho, he realizes he's stuck, has to take the fight, and he will not stand for the late round. The plant instead coming through. Viper's Pit online, available. And I think going to be utilized from on top of the boxes. We see this quite a lot. There it is. That's a huge defensive tool for Heretics now as they look to lock down this spike for the late round.
they also let Benji aggressive. This spot has caught out Shadow. Some of that retake utility.
You wanna set that up? Okay, okay. 12-8, man.
Timeout.
Very much ready for the crunch off Grabinho's contact. The only thing we're missing here is someone with a flash.
Yeah, the knife, I think, just caught the entirety of the team. Dart in an attempt to clear. Camo just about escapes. Going to be tagged low on HP, but so far so good. Side of Heretics, that plant needs to come through, and it will. They're not going to be able to deny it. All that utility not working out.
JETT.
Hunter's Fury preemptively used just to try and catch them on the way back in, and again, another tag hit.
Nice opening. Camo's on to Boo from up top. Shadow traded out of Lee's. Benji staying around for the fight.
Good trade, man.
We go back to the post plant. These players tucked in, not wanting to take fights, but WO0T has no other choice.
Okay.
He's pushed out by utility. The snake bite brings him to the open. Denial of the defuse, and now they took away. On time alone, they should have it, and that shock dart might even confirm it. It does. On the money.
That was
for
nice, man. That was nice.
12 to 10.
After this series, we're going to have Team Liquid versus Fnatic. Fnatic versus Team Liquid.
On the right.
Legendary game, dude. Legendary game.
With a Killjoy turret watching mid, there's not much of a concern really for this squad. They're pretty happy now to stack up towards the A side. The call is made. It's the right one. That's not the right jump, but we'll ignore it. Nice nade up close. Here comes Heretics.
I'm gonna use
through the wall, and they are not stopping. Koi put to bed with these pistols, and the rifle on the other side of the map might even start.
Sheesh.
Look at the economy.
Am I go to OT, bro?
Yeah.
He doesn't need
Yo, Koi. You need to close it out, man. Don't go to OT against this team, bro.
Pops the blades, don't it? No.
No, well, listen, if that happens, we need to have words. Okay, if he gets 2 more Blade Storms, all right, okay, run away. That's the right for a second re-answer.
And this guy should...
No.
Strong,
play the
bro.
numbers, play the time.
Yeah, it's not like the economy matters so much. It's more so just making sure that round is going to be confirmed.
You can see how he cleared the angles, man. He's good, bro.
Nano Swarms, he also has both shock darts
They haven't even
available to
nanoed,
him.
yeah.
So it really is just a nasty position to try and get anything done for Camo. Again, earning an extra credit or 2 every time he gets himself a kill, but that is going to be all she wrote. A nice few shots.
12 to 11.
Goes the way of Heretics. They know that this will be the tougher to hold. Peak looking like it could go through from Grabinho.
Oh.
Timing is perfect. Flash is even better. Leaves 2
True.
completely blind, maybe even more. But more importantly, he's got 2 on the deck. Already though, Shadow's going to start running back. In fact, the rotation is almost completely there. It seems like Starzo just wanted to make sure there was an alert coming through mid, and now Grabinho's back in his trusty spot again.
Okay, I like this.
Well, they still have the lockdown, still have nades, still have a snake bite. They can delay this plant by quite a bit.
30 seconds left.
Allow those rotations to come in from the rest of the squad. I was thinking Starzo lobs his nade, but he's already on walkabouts. They still...
Lock it down.
I mean, yeah, they have nothing to protect their back, but I guess it's more time-based. You want to be grouped up. Starzo makes the call to move back to site just at the right time. Shadows and Grabinho finding...
Oh, that was too aggressive.
Yeah, they might have been broken-hearted before, but they'll avoid that recent heartbreak at least. 12 to 11.
Can he do it?
To deal
Can the
with.
Project do it?
Big task, I'll give you that. But a few big shots needed.
Oh
and the
my
Blade Storm
God.
won't find anything. A second lease of
No.
life, and finally.
GG!
It might have been a cruel summer, but Koi can do it with a broken heart. They've taken a map off Heretics. 1 more for the series.
Yeah, it would be one hell of a way to close a chapter for Koi, but we've already talked about that next map being favored to Heretics. We'll see if they can turn it in map 2.
The series, they have 2 chances
What?
to do so. Moving out of Bath. Well, it's not gone well to start this.
On the
one.
fade now?
Coolest down and out and trapped in the corner, flashed up. Shadow didn't last long either. Grabinho falling back, picking them off as he does. He's making it.
Man, Grabinho's on fire today, bro.
He's on 100.
He wants more, he wants more.
Oh, and he's got
Ace.
it as well.
Ace
That's
clutch.
4 kills for Grabinho. And Boo left to clutch this out. Last map, there was a pistol for Heretics. 5v3, it felt good, and it fell apart. Now, this is a little bit more ridiculous, all at the hands of 1 man. It could be an ace to kick off the map. It looks like it will be. Grabinho taking it all down. That's 1-0 for Koi.
Damn, man.
How we've already spoken about players sort of playing for next year, I guess. Like looking to try and get themselves that contract, be it in this team or another. Grabinho trying to make a case here.
That was clean, bro.
The reposition after every single fight. Head spot that, okay.
One tap?
We didn't really need it. We could have
just remembered it.
the last couple of bullets, but yeah, an ace to kick things off for Koi.
Good attempt, though. A 2-1. It's been an okay start for Koi. Last round stalled out. Now a much more direct approach. Everybody coming in from long. It's a nasty fight that Benji comes out ahead in, and everyone else is trapped behind this wall, trapped behind the utility. Orbital Strike was used as well to slow this play, and, well, Koi, they're not able to do so.
Yeah, they got destroyed here, man.
Again, have full control. Again, have Spike dropped through the choke point. And the wall even to protect
the same.
Are they gonna save?
They're not getting a whole lot done. Brienne's back into the teleporter. Get a little safe haven. 20 HP on Camo as he blasts his way through to the site. The team with this push coming out of back. Shadow's caught. He's the first to fall. The wrap around, spotted and taken down. It's a gorgeous round. In fact, it's an Andaluthia flawless with one player dead because Miniboo went down from the grave of Starzo's nade. Fair play.
That's a martyrdom.
Is that the first Andaluthia flawless with 4 players technically, going into the next round? It might be.
Might be.
Might be, Tom. Have you not been tracking this?
We've seen people die to like the spike and stuff. So
To a
I don't
blast
know, like,
pack.
Yeah, that blast pack, man. Oh my god, what was that, dude? That was insane, man.
But again, just like a clean sweep. WO0T as well. For his standards in the last map, pretty quiet. See, we normally mute those ones. Normally there's
That's perfect. I'm so sorry. There's a round happening. There's a round happening. Oh, wow. Just the happiness and then the immediate frustration at the nade. I'm saving that one as a notification. All right. Well, Koi have done very well. They do have pistols. I've really been thrown off my game there. My goodness. They've got themselves the site control, ability to plant now, and, well, the showstopper stalled out by a flash, but it's going to have an opportunity, and it connects a little bit too well, in fact. A lot of damage done. Boo.
Okay, 2v3. Boo, 2 HP.
2 HP.
Don't play what
BENJYFISHY's
Camo
clutch.
says. Lineups going in, even though Shados knows that there's a player there. I guess he's got Grabinho to defend him, and now Boo looking for a 2 HP clutch.
Oh, no.
Never mind. That's
What is going on?
I guess it's just taking a bit of damage through the smoke. He just got tagged up. I'm guessing Benji's just taking the old...
Okay.
Wow. That can happen too.
Oh, that could be a beautiful piece of timing. Camo sneaking his way up. He's called for the whole team. 3 players at least coming with him, but Heretics doing much the same.
It's being pinged. Koi are definitely aware of this.
It's
Danger sign on that map.
Okay, he gets his gun out. And if he walked up with smoke in hand, that could have been awkward. And they've caught a player pushing. They might think that that's the most aggressive that they've gotten so far. It's a big opportunity. Although Miniboo was spotted. That's a disaster. Oh, the element of surprise gone. The nade up close, just going to send them back. And I thought the wall would cover the retreat, but not quite this time.
5 has been used, but
Give it to her.
Miniboo's caught a timing on Shadow as well. This is looking messy. Koi could have fallen to just some good positioning, but in the end, I feel like they've fallen more so to their own mistakes. Starzo is the one taking contact. They want to try and hold on to that pin. He's going to try and run through. Forced out.
Heretics is just looking way better here, man.
The man you'd want in these sorts of
But it's Shadows.
First kill comes easy, and the second just the same. A Red Bull clutch for Shados.
Good moment, bro. You are living a good moment, man.
He's got a narrow choke point.
Feeling good.
He sees the flash, and then that gives him an idea. Maybe they're playing this one together through the pit. Sprays it down. I like to see it. Koi, 2 rounds.
That was nice.
And a great opening pick by Grabinho again that just causes chaos for this defensive side. That said, though, there were a number of mistakes there.
What?
As you said, those individual...
They're making each of these competitive.
Okay.
Well,
Looking good, guy.
I think
6-6, man.
expected to run into 5
Pretty good.
points, Sing by the fountain.
Psycho has ult.
Usual early round strategy, that has to be said. And if you're running some sort of a sentinel for control, if you had a Cypher here, maybe it makes sense because your back's covered. But a big gamble from that attacking side and a big reward found as a result. Now, well, we see that patience that you talked about, Tom. They are just pumping the brakes. Last time they did this was last round, and the player came up into hookah and walked right into them. So they hope that the same thing will happen this time.
It's not like we never see a team wins a 3v5, right?
There's a TP, the other 2 players can commit more directly.
In fact, that happens very frequently, man.
Gonna be the one under pressure.
But maybe not this time. Not this time.
Spam through smoke. And now it is
Not
up to
against the
Benji.
new Koi, bro.
As I said,
The what one?
waiting on this
Probably.
side of the map, waiting for somebody to come in for the play. First kill goes his way. He'll be able to deny the plant. That buys at least a little bit of extra time, but anything else is going to be difficult. Another one comes up, goes for a little more. He does bring Starzo low. And now Boo, if he could catch a timing, he could at least turn this into a 1v2 scenario. The player coming in from behind, though, could be a big
Oh, if he got this kill, maybe.
Those first shots. Look at this. He's stuck in a triangle.
And he doesn't know about one of them. That's the problem, right?
Yeah,
You
the guy
can't
on the
go
flank,
Fabinho.
man. It has no idea.
That is a blind side if ever I've seen one.
There's no
Luckily avoids him on the pathing. It's at least a good start. Smoke's already gone. No smoking and diffusing. There's a nade.
Yeah, there's zero chance for this guy to win this clutch, man. Zero.
Definitely not going to save, considering it's the last round, but he has to find these players, and they are nowhere to be found. The patience of Koi on full display. Nade to deny, not even needed. Fabinho lands his third headshot of the round, and that is a lights-out half coming out of Koi's
Start
Fabinho.
to...
That's actually going to be the move for the rest of the team, to take space. They're going to try and hold on to this shower spot. Definitely not going to be easy, and while that's not the start they were looking for.
Even trades, though. It's the planter now that has the advantage. Time ticking away. Lots of positions covered by them, and they're even taking a bit more control. Boo and Mini Boo, the brothers moving down to take everything around middle. Spot for those flanks coming through. And Mini Boo's contact is crucial here. He finds the first.
Look at Shadow, man. A new man, bro.
Information comes at the cost of both lives. Now Rienz and BENJYFISHY, the ones that have to try to recover. Play up in heaven by Starzo. Looks dangerous. BENJYFISHY exposed to.
Sometimes, my friends, all you have to do is change the crosshair, bro.
So quickly turned on its head. It's all up to Benji. Flash on the right. Pick up of the weapon. Starzo hunting him. 3 shots left.
No
He
time,
needs
no
to go
time.
for the reload, and the time already too far gone.
8-6.
To get this across the line. Now that Heretics have the lead, there's still another map, Haven. So
Yo, I wanna see
Haven.
Haven.
Be ringing just yet. After that first,
I wanna see Abyss, man.
want to let this one go.
Today,
A little bit of control, but
it's on the channel. Full Sense versus on that new map, bro. It's pretty fun.
It looks like they've used the thrash, and it caught Boo, but there's no one even.
I love it, man. I like the map, man. No one fouled, though. Spoiler alert.
They just completely wasted
That's sad.
if anything. Like, yeah, I think it's just been pinged by the attack that there's a thrash just down on the floor. It seems like peculiar usage, and it would have been very beneficial to have that now.
Again, sometimes you get that little bit too greedy, send it in too far. I like that. WO0T bypasses the utility that was searching for him, and it might come back to get him in the end, but damage is done. The pick has been found. The spray here from Rienz, it is wild, it is blind, and not finding a whole lot. Halfway diffused already. Molly denies any further from the wingman. Mini Boo up top manages the kills.
Timeout.
His fights don't seem to be him in a corner, catching players looking the other way. They are duels. They are people looking to take him down. And now, well, he's got a big player looking to eliminate him. Oh, dodged the knife. Well done by Mini Boo. He gets that rocket still late in the round. Blast pack out. Oh, no!
No,
Blast
blast
pack in!
out.
He's stuck! And he's been dropped! Oh, that's a disaster! The mosh pit claiming a casualty. 5 versus 3 now for Team Heretics. And, well, that went from a very good play to one that he's going to want to forget very quickly.
Round being lost to a blast pack. Grabinho on the other side knows how that feels.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to want to forget about that one.
Man, that was crazy, bro. Stop talking about that, man.
3 players standing.
That was... Oh my
Yeah,
god, man.
again,
If you haven't watched that player, bro,
It's more of a plan now from Koi. Okay,
one of the most insane things ever, bro. It's on the channel.
Retakes, rather than trying to challenge things individually.
I think it was
Boo is going to try and sell this as a bit more of a ruse. Even
2.
intentionally getting caught
Maybe
by that.
in the last 3 games from Koi, man. I don't remember against who it was
The
exactly.
team are looking to try and clear out whatever they can.
Let me check it out.
Before going for the plant. The thing is, I think Shados is getting very suspicious at this point. And while the Viper's pit, he's actually fired that on immediately, expecting it to be a far more standard plant. It is not that at all.
Okay,
Not sure, but I think it was against Navi, bro.
Players pushing out of the pit, especially Vipers, to take the fights.
If I have to
thought
guess,
he would do it earlier as well. I think there was some utility for start, like the push.
It was
started
one
well,
split.
It was still a choice, left or right. He went right. I like what Rienz is doing though. staying up close. Yeah, the reveal, but he's already back. Oh, he's in danger. And they have to give up the control. Okay, so these players break through the pit, but getting onto the spike will be difficult. BENJYFISHY in the corner. He has to survive, has to run this deep into
Oh, there's no way, there's no way, there's no way, there's no way.
Being decayed, the classic comes out, right clicks will be enough. They're trying to take him, but he's gone!
Yo, this kid is unbelievable, man. This kid is unbelievable, bro. Oh my god, man. How is that possible, man? How?
A Red Bull clutch that came in a 3v5 scenario.
He's one of the best players in the world, bro. That's for sure, man. That's for sure. Like top 10. If you don't put this guy on top 10, you're crazy, bro.
Just a clean up and just clearing him out. It's like they left him for the final seconds for him to dunk it on his opponents. Rians will sacrifice himself so that this man can win. 20.
Stars02 from up top, but it's Shados who has the impact. Evening the numbers, not the HP though. Starzo has his own ultimate to work with, but doesn't need it. Nice off angle, great kill. Nade through as well, could force
what?
forward.
Yo, Grubinho.
Grubinho was first into the fight, and with
damn, bro.
around the side, they've managed to make it work. A textbook retake.
Timeout.
Maybe trying to point out some of the mistakes. So those advantages, again, like we talk about this, like you're up against an ultimate that is incredibly good in post-plant scenarios. That could be problematic. Now the Nightfall is going to force them back anyway.
WO0T.
Mini-Boo's on the other side of the map. He's gone TPing behind them. He's got Shadow. He's even burned up the Showstopper, and now Camo's completely surrounded. This lurk from Mini-Boo
Benji doesn't lose those, bro.
Absolutely gorgeous. It might only amount to 1 kill, but the play here for Heretics, they cast the net, and it has caught its prey. Now they've got to step in. Koi right into the hands of this Heretic side, waiting for some of these plays. In fact, they've just given up lamps at just the wrong moment. Look at the space filled in by Grubinho. He's been impressive, but he won't be this round. And that spray.
Nah, the round is over, man.
Bullets went awry.
They don't have the best money, so
Players to eliminate on that attacking
it'll be better for them to save.
Time to do it. They'll send this out to try to save, but Shados is about to encounter heavy resistance. They're hunting him down, not letting him carry that.
Mappy point for Heretics.
I'd love to see Grubinho rocking a rifle after the performance he's had, but well, he's the backup and he's the first to fall. 27 HP left on WO0T, and he goes out for more. Okay, Shados equalizes things at least, but here's the problem. Heretics, you gotta deal with Boo and Rians. They have 2 big ultimates online. This man in particular, if he's allowed to survive, the orbital strike can come into play. But
knife. No.
Player. It's an easy kill for Shadow.
Okay, only Rians left.
Only Rians. Trash doesn't find what it needs.
Only Rians.
Rians doesn't either. 12-9.
It's a 50-50, which when you have a better buy.
What are the chances of Heretics on this round, man? Guardian, Shell, Outlaw, 5v3.
Still looking possible. WO0T wanting to try and take the fight, but obviously an Outlaw, you kind of want to be holding the angles more so than peeking into them. He's going to send Benji in first. Now they're all coming in from the same position, looking to just play this one as a unit, which could work out for them, but could give opportunities for a couple of these kills to be
The
traded.
brain, man. He's going ham, bro. Doesn't care.
A couple of low players. WO0T still having to play these closer angles. And actually, orbital strike going to be committed. It will slow them down at least a little bit, but still in a good spot for this retake. Throwing in all of that utility just to try and keep them a little bit more. Benji's come up with a couple. It gets dangerous, and now WO0T left in the clutch to try and turn it around. He might just have done enough. I think the time's already too far gone. He has the classic to close it, but it doesn't even matter. There's just no time for Shados. And the back and forth carries the game. Heretics are going to win with a Red Bull clutch on bind. And there's a third map coming.
Oh yes, we're going all the way to Haven. Grubinho, try as he might to pull that across the line. It's Heretics making sure that, well, they at least match pound for pound.
Here we go, man.
This will be their last game of the year.
WO0T on ISO. Decider. Haven. What else do you want, my friend?
We would have figured it out.
This is beautiful.
One more opportunity. Benji under pressure, but he's got the full support of his squad coming in already. Nice start for Shados, but they've kind of been shut out. A lot of players stuck behind the cage. The one who isn't is Camo, though. He's done well.
Okay, 1v2, Shadows low.
Mini-Boo into the 1
Winnable.
versus 2. Still an opportunity for him here. Spike not yet planted, and Shados desperately low.
Do you like this pistol, my friend?
Connected bullets could change the course of this already. The first onto Grubinho. Tagged down lower. The rotations How beneficial will they really be? Someone like Miniboo can rotate as soon as he suspects this to be an A play, maybe even get there before you. This is the problem for Koi. Instead, they take another avenue, straight through to B, grab the right side plant. By now, he shouldn't be around on A con. No, not the right side plant. In fact, a full rotation around. Luckily for them, Miniboo hasn't moved, so you might even get that 2 versus 1 post plant. Players tucked in tight corners, and a great opportunity presenting itself for Koi to take advantage of their low HP by catching Miniboo off guard.
The big thing was that he wasn't able to capitalize while somebody was planting. That was the best way for him to isolate. Now, well, he can try and slide through the smoke, but look how passive the remaining players are. They're sat all the way back. They can't afford to give him a fight, so they're just going to try and play off that long control. And the thing is, it's such an awkward position. I think they've also put the cam on the spike as well. So the second he taps it, the cam's just going to ping him up. They'll know exactly where he is already. Managing to get it to half, though. Buys a little bit of extra time. He's just trying to ignore the cam and almost try and bait them into that fight. Finally, the camera is gone, but he hasn't taken the pit out anyway.
Woo!
It doesn't make that much of a difference.
Okay, but that was a nice flake, man.
To trade out that kill.
Holding a stun for it, but instead dry contact. Miniboo not able to hit the shot to start with, but that's the information. Jett's on her way. Smoke down from Omen as well. Lots of players here. Shield activated. WO0T's ready for a fight. Won't be granted one just yet. With the smoke up, they fall back, and that might count the shield out of the battle altogether.
That's the main thing now. A lot of a shorter time frame for you to get something done with the shield. And once it's gone, there's no getting it back. A couple of kills does absolutely nothing. Shadow's position is a valuable one. It's whether anybody actually clears this fully, and it doesn't look like they're going to.
No, that's a huge late round play for Shadow. All the teammates on site need to do is slow down this push. Shadows does well to find the first utility to pull them out into the open on long, but Camo's still to be rooted from the site. He's a menace right now, and that's allowing Shadow to come through. Only good for the one. This has come very close in the end, the reveal. Oh, what a shot by Rians. Still a chance. The side of Koi.
Okay, Ace?
Rians is just body blocking it, guarding it, and well, he might go
They got
through,
the fizz, they got the
like the
fizz.
spike's already diffused.
I respect the tries, actually.
Heretics have found it. That's
I wanna see the replay. Man, I used to love that Red Dragon skin, bro. Reminds me of the Turkish chain, bro. Not gonna lie. The OGs from Turkey, they always choose the skin a lot, man.
But one thing that we can say about that was Rian's was
I always
23 and 12 in that.
remember of them when I see this game.
Performance from him on an individual basis, and I think that's something that needs to be
Replay?
highlighted. Is in this team,
No?
there is.
When I give up, they show it, man. Every time the same thing.
Like he sat there on a breach. He's going to be setting up stuns, throwing in flashes. But this guy can put up ridiculous numbers while doing all of that.
That was a nice
For
play,
some
bro.
reason they have around on the board right now.
Well, he was hungry for kills. Maybe he was hungry for the donor as well, but not the ace. It's only Grabinho that's eating well tonight. Koi dashing in towards the site. A lot of space taken by Camo. A lot of damage done with the spams too.
You see, nearly strats, bro. You never seen that before, right? New map.
Shock dart chasing them down. A little bit of extra damage to Rians, and Boo, 8 HP. He'll wrap around to the other side. A big battle about to go down. Camo's pushing in. The first player very low. The second,
Oh, the second.
not expecting it to die.
Gira come.
Eventually.
Yeah, they have to play a bit more passive. Rolling Thunder going to make things tougher. Forcing them back already. Aftershock buys a bit of time. Miniboo comes flying, but there's still another player to deal with. They're trying to...
Yo, Grabinho's on fire today, man.
But that one way's making it awkward, and Grabinho knows it. For Rians, and this time it's just going to have to be the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, obviously the shield is huge for the ult.
They got 18
so on,
seconds. They're walking into a stack
pick
site.
up the pace. Stun has kept them back as well. Miniboo stun again. 10 seconds.
Oh.
Flash goes through. It's
Time solo, time solo.
They know Miniboo's here, but dealing with them is a different story. 3 kills, and the round is put to bed by Miniboo. They didn't have much to work with in this round, but
Man, but they have the bulls, they have boots, they have BENJYFISHY, the Turkish
for Miniboo.
superstar Rians too, man. This thing is scary, bro. But yo, they need to step it up, bro. Not gonna lie, they need to step it up.
But they knew in the late stage of that round that they didn't, because you had
Their last games has not been clean, bro.
Through the lurking breach, always an interesting concept.
The charge, just like Grabinho was back on the previous. BENJYFISHY cam up, and he's in.
Take around, by the way, again.
Catching him by surprise, to say the least. Camel's at least aware of that trap, but not of the player in the smoke. That was nasty.
This is so weird. They managed to take the link one TP behind, but they didn't run into anybody.
WO0T has ult.
WO0T now with a rifle, but again, it just doesn't seem to be working for him right now on the ISO. As said, I expect that to change when they head onto the attack, but as a defensive agent, just the value is null and void. Even still. Into the 2v2 they go. Starzo and Grabinho. They've got a lot of positions they could reap.
I feel like ISO is the kind of agent there. Or he will be too strong, or he's gonna be useless, man. There is no
direction
in the middle.
They can run the clock down with Rolling Thunder. Grabinho can come out of heaven and crunch on them afterwards. There's no need to panic. There's no need to take aggressive angles. First is the stun and a flash. It's all just a delay. And here comes the Rolling Thunder. The point of contact. Big play coming out of heaven. Perhaps it's being watched though. BENJYFISHY's got the control. It's only used a delay. I mean, this is the problem. Now you have to fight.
Oh,
you
perfect.
have to take this duel. Paranoia is perfect. It's already halved, but it doesn't matter.
That was all play. That was all play, man. These guys are playing good Valorant, bro.
Timeout.
There's been a couple players like that warming up to playing on the stage. The team they're in as well. I think Koi's identity shift certainly help out. BENJYFISHY, well, he is in trouble. Backside under heavy pressure. Here come the reinforcements. Although they fall immediately, Rienz is down.
Okay.
Well,
Put on WO0T.
in a little bit of trouble
That's it,
here
man.
will be WO0T, actually, who's pulled into the ultimate and hitting the shot. Gorgeous stuff. His ult used well.
Oh my god. Yo, I wanna see Scream back, bro. Every time I see one tap, I think about Scream, man. They still talk about his own taps. I do.
Managed to slip away. Grab themselves a plant on B, question mark? I mean, we've seen the rotations to A. Post plants have been strong there, but they don't have the information that it's clear.
Yeah, they use the Hunter's Fury just to bring this round back a little bit, but it doesn't mean they don't have it for the post plant. Grabinho's one way is something that they definitely have to be wary of, but it's 10 seconds before he'll get another smoke, so that will fade. In the meantime, though, Heretics are using this time. They're trying to clear out those backlines positions, and especially for Shadow, that's going to make things pretty rough. It's going to be left onto Grabinho. 1 versus 3. He's expecting a player, but obviously had to look away. Heard the steps coming into the site, and well, Boo's timing couldn't be any better.
Wanted to go down on long and take that duel instead. They're leaving the site, leaving Boo to do everything. He's
Oh my god.
a bit of a jump scare. We're that close already. The shield's activated and straight through, but Camel deals with 2. Gorgeous work.
Yeah, that was
And now
beautiful.
Heretics are
Gotta save, gotta save, gotta save.
To retake on A. I don't know how they're going to approach this.
No, they can't. They gotta save.
Delaying a little bit to make sure those ultimate orbs can come online.
Fine for them to work with. And they're close to already hitting that
yes.
or maybe pushing further past it.
He's in big trouble.
Rifles, still able to fully buy. No ultimates for either team. It's a more vanilla round. And they've spotted Rienz. They know he's on the back of this site. The flash hasn't caught them either. I mean, the teammates are going to need to flood in, and WO0T has done that. Mini Boo, even quicker.
Clean, man, clean. Only shades left.
For him. He has single-handedly slowed and stopped the push with Shados on half and bullets.
It's Taxo and Shadows have no money, bro.
There's a minute on the clock, but a 1 versus 4 needed to have any hope.
There's not really anywhere to go either.
Yeah, I think he should save actually.
It's going to be Benji who takes that initial peek and actually
Oh no, he died.
the duel.
For what should be enough for Heretics to close this out when they move to the attack. Now a chance to extend that further, to equalize things. And that's a big gap. Camo able to make it that close undetected, but Mini Boo. Nice corner. Oh, we're back and forth.
Man, 6-6 is actually pretty good for Heretics, not gonna lie. It's pretty good for them.
Now looking only to move to C, which is left wide open, but a 4 versus 3. Good position for Heretics, realistically, especially with Koi having nothing to watch their back.
A single kill for Benji would reveal the rest, but you've also got the overdrive available. Camo's actually going to try and make a move now, but they're watching for it. They're ready for it, and the knives are not connected. He doesn't have a gun as backup. It's a classic on 5 HP. If he gets a kill from here, I'd be impressed. The Rolling Thunder is going to be the main difference maker. Can they set this up? Rolling Thunder there immediately, and it is going to push the board already, though. The paranoia for counter is enough. Dodging the utility. Boo holding the line, and even still, only 2 players now.
Okay.
Oh, nice shot.
Winnable?
That's
But eyes on Benji.
Shadow up above is a bit of a
I think he knows.
peculiar spot, if anything. He's found another. They don't expect him above, and Stars is actually doing it all, running into the smoke. They're going to take this round
Man,
away.
Heretics, how do you lose this round, bro?
In the 2 versus 4. But Starzo steps up when matters. When the timing of the hits will happen. Knowing where
Aggressive
somebody
position
is,
from
maybe
Shadow.
with a solid piece of utility. Shadow. Oh, yeah. Oh, he actually wins. What?
It's the
He got away
crosshair,
with
bro. It's the
two
crosshair,
while
man.
being flashed up. They even used a paranoia to kill him off. Well, you talked
Dude,
about having
we're
an early
bored, bro.
deficit. I'm sorry, Mitch. It's not happened.
Yeah, well, that means Koi are going to lose the
Oh
round from what
my
I've seen.
god,
now.
man. Change your crosshair right now,
They
bro.
needed a two-man disadvantage right now. But in all seriousness, great work. I think WO0T didn't activate the shield going around the corner. They thought the flash would be enough, and to be honest, the flash should have been enough. Pretty unbelievable performance.
Well, there at least should have been a trade, right?
For sure.
Him getting away with
He was
two is
blind.
impressive. A lot of utility almost wasted. But now it comes down to those clutch scenarios. As I said, we've seen most of these seemingly go in the other direction. Rian set up with a stun. Benji down below. The counter stun's perfect, though. Shadows clinical. Make sure this doesn't go too far out of control. Rian's, though, has other ideas. He's going to go down, and well, not this time. No clutch to be
Man,
had. It's
Koi
Koi
can
to
actually
convert the pistol
do this,
round.
man.
It's their first defeat in Split 2. At the very end. It'll be the first time they've lost after a fairly, I guess, mid-first split. They have looked unstoppable ever since. Oh, Miniboo's still going strong. That is so risky from Grabinho. Wanted to try and capitalize, ends up handing a gun over. It's worked out for WO0T as well. This time the shield works for him. Now we're looking at Camo and Shadow. They might not have let the last round slip, but they've got to try and stop this one from slipping away as well.
I don't think they can, bro. Huge run for Heretics.
Like the reveal, it's good, but two players up close. Dealing with them is going to be a different story. Cloudburst to try to give a little extra cover, but
They are
it's
alive
just
in the
not
game,
enough.
bro.
Team
And they are
Heretics
feeling
have
good
fought
now.
back in this round.
Heretics managed to tie the game, and last round, Koi saved 4 weapons, so
Other than that,
not gonna be on the video.
taken.
Rain's got Rolling Thunder.
There's a slow walking up towards C.
This round, man. This is an important round. The money from Koi is not looking good.
Down. Cam is up the whole time, just spotting and watching.
WO0T is 1 away from his
Contact
ult.
is going to come in very quickly. One trap on the site. No one close by to do anything. So even if it does catch a player, it's not going to serve all too much of a purpose. Eventually, it is destroyed. Shield again.
Oh my.
Avoided. Fortunately for Miniboo, he didn't have a shield of his own.
Yeah, spamming that is definitely risky, but it's done a lot.
Gonna pay a lot of time here, man.
Rolling Thunder available, but I think he's waiting for his teammates to fall back a little bit. Instead, they're going forward. WO0T's got one.
Okay, but he will die later.
Already going to take another into the fray to look to battle, and Rians wins another fight.
Oh, he died.
This is in the ult. It leaves this all on Taboo. Spamming
Insane.
from afar, needs to land. Some of these
Triple
shots he's not
pick.
going
Well
to.
done, Koi.
Very thin margin. Oh, and almost an early loss. Grabinho lucky to be alive.
Oh, there's so much utility being put in to try and kill Boo, and that's exactly what they've done. The rest of the team, however, have gone forward. Well, again, it's another scenario where WO0T has the shield, but it just achieves nothing. They're so ready just going for that second headshot. Already, a 3 versus 5, a kill needed, but there are a few tagged up players that could cause issues for Koi.
Grabinho, he threw out the paranoia from Garage, and now is looking to late lurk around. There is a cam. I think it spotted him. Yeah, he's got to
Okay,
run away.
retreat.
Heretics have full control over site now. Good knowledge
Grabinho's
of where
5
at least
HP.
one of these players is, and they're moving out to clear the angles. You can see Miniboo waiting for the Garage walkout and a late wrap back around. Rienz, well, he's waiting for the very same thing. Looks like we're about to see Grabinho walk straight into him. Free kill, stun in, spams.
Woo!
They're close, and he's even spotted the player now. No way to continue that defuse, but it's gotten to half. A chance perhaps for Koi. The body block. Oh, the shot from Rienz is perfect.
Okay.
Through the wall, headshot onto Camo. That only left one target for Miniboo, which he was quick to clean up.
Timeout.
Thank you, 9. Rain's got the Rolling Thunder, man.
Have an aggressive idea for the early round. The shield turn used by ISO to get them down on A long, while the shield of his own is used for nothing. Tanking
Oh,
another
bad
shot
position
from
for
Camo
Dub.
that's followed up on quickly, but the trade is there. And the follow through is massive. Miniboo, you know what? I said I was waiting to see someone with the Neon Odin, and he might not have given me a great debut of it, but
The Nodin.
I don't like that. But he's at least tried it, and you got to give him props for that. Grabinho, 49 HP, but the TP.
Oh, the timing.
Who wasn't looking? He had utility out a moment ago, but the timing is perfect. And now Shados in a familiar situation. I feel like this guy has played
He's gonna
too many
save.
rounds in this spot. Up against insurmountable odds, it's time to save the weapon through to the next.
Timeout.
And it's crazy that the year it's already over for so many things, bro.
It certainly is, because the game is coming to a close.
Riot is doing a great job, bro. Oh my god.
Down to 20. His response: use the ultimate, TP into heaven, and then cancel, causing some chaos in the lines of Koi. Starzo, though, still tucked in on the back of the site, and he doesn't think there's another close. A big mistake. Camel can't go for the dash through. Surely this is just defensive for once the cage goes down, but the flash is good, and the dash was gone. Shados, again, you know what? He's used to this. He's been here before. Time to save a weapon, because he's against insurmountable odds. He's at least caught one, but now they know where he is.
Same situation, man.
The action every single time. He has his setup on one side and they go the other.
This is the life of a Cypher, bro.
Benji wants to take
Boring agent, bro. Not gonna lie, it's so boring. I can play this.
Credits. So if anything, he has absolutely nothing to lose other than maybe a little bit of pride. And while WO0T
Mapping series point for Heretics.
Oh, what, you hate this? The slide, 100% accuracy, slides out of
See,
the
Neon is
now,
fun,
but
bro.
He's got a lot of bullets to work with. And
You never get bored playing Neon, bro.
bullets?
Never in your life.
he only had 91 left, so he definitely needed a reload.
It's important.
there.
It's important. Every bullet counts.
Or maybe with your aim. Either way,
Oh,
it's going to be a 5v5 retake. Ultimate available as well for WO0T. And while the Odin gets absolutely nothing,
no, it
as
did damage.
expected.
It did damage.
Already. The 1v1
Oh my
could be everything.
God.
And in fact, it's now just on to Benji. Rolling Thunder. WO0T taking
Guy
him down.
stays alive, man.
And as we can
12
see-
to 10.
As said,
Oh my god.
he's put a lot of
And Shadow got the Hunter too as well.
slipped away. Again, they've started off with a kill on to boot. Ravinho wants to get this spot on. He's waiting for the contact.
Oh, I thought they're gonna line up.
A very good paranoia.
What was that?
Riot again.
What's happening, man? 1v2.
Make this one competitive, and Benji
Oh, Spike's drop.
tagged up. Hunter's Fury online. For him to win this would be incredibly impressive. He's just going to try and full sprint, gain himself the spike, and that is what he's done. But the remaining players, they're just looking to try and play this one together, and he has no idea.
His APM is so fast,
So
bro.
actually might now.
well, yeah. I mean, the thing is,
Fortnite
they both
player, huh?
got their neural theft, so they had the information. Close recon, clearing it out, but he was on the angle. BENJYFISHY, a chance to close this lengthy series out here, and now, and he's
This
got
kid
it
is-
done.
This man, he's too good, bro. He's too good. GG.
Benji and Team Heretics, it might have been closer than expected, but the result is exactly what the fans were thinking, what the polls said. It's a Team Heretics victory.